I did not have this channel the first go round with this, so I'm damn sure here for her actually taking a lawsuit to Netflix. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just amazing. All right. It's coming to us from NBC News. Actress Monique suing Netflix for race gender discrimination. The lawsuit claims Monique was given a lowball offer that was only a fraction of what Netflix paid other comedians. Check out that headline though. Even NBC is noticing her more as an actress than a comedian, because Monique, you're not funny. All right, I'm sorry to break this to you, but like the only bit I remember of Monique is just skinny bitches. You know, like that's it. Skinny bitches. I know that was her whole shtick, but as far as I'm concerned, take it or leave it, man. But she was hilarious and precious. Okay, that scene where the girl like slightly kicks the brush back at her after she throws it at her, and she just like goes up those stairs. I'm sorry, but I know it's all fiction. Like, that's the thing about the entertainment industry. That's a thing about Hollywood and these books, these movies. It's all freaking fiction, even if it's based on something true. It's all just somebody sat down, wrote it out, and these folks are acting it out, and more than likely, they're gonna go home to a house way nicer than yours. Okay? Like this entire, like the way people have placed the entirety of the entertainment industry on this kind of like you saw the thing with Byron Allen where he's like, oh my goodness, Comcast trying to bring slavery back, until he walked it back real quick. But once you go over that line to where I'm like, what the fuck? Then I can't really see you in the same way. And once again, we have Monique here who's just like, oh man, I have to do this for. Let's get into the article. Let's just get into the article. This is run by Daniela Silva and Diana Dasraith. Oscar-winning actress and comedian Monique sued Netflix on Thursday, accusing the streaming giant of racial and gender discrimination by trying to drastically underpay her for a stand-up special after offering other stars tens of millions of dollars. Some stars burn brighter than others, darling. The suit, filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court, accuses Netflix of giving a biased, discriminatory offer to Monique for a one-hour comedy special around November 2017. Can I ask a question? Isn't it as a company with them being the ones shelling out the money? Isn't being discriminatory their right? Isn't being biased in making the offer that they feel is appropriate, like regardless, because the Byron Allen thing, he brought that in there too, like, oh well, they'll say any other reason other than you're black to cut you out and knock you out, and that's the thing, like it's called discretion. It's called discretion. In a 39-page filing, Monique calls out everyone from top executives of the Netflix management team to highlighting the gender wage gap, oh Jesus Christ, and lack of diversity, of course, in Hollywood. Really, you cannot turn on your TV. You haven't been able to turn on your TV since 1995 without seeing a person of color floating around. Yet there's this lack of diversity, at least on screen. No, not at all. And even behind the scenes, like there's at least one or two. Like when in the video with AIU, where I go over the producers of the Watchmen show, because everybody focuses on the main guy, but yeah, there's a sister right in there. She's one. She's like the only one I could confirm. I gave you 3 possibles, but the only one that I could confirm was a sister. So hey, boom, there's a person of color in that space. So like you are, that's what you're doing. Enjoy. Despite Monique's extensive resume and the documented history of comedic success, yeah, this is definitely coming from her statement, when Netflix presented her with an offer of employment for an exclusive stand-up comedy special, Netflix made a lowball offer that was only a fraction of what Netflix paid other non-black female comedians, according to the lawsuit, which seeks unspecified damages and was filed on her behalf by attorneys at the De Brutus Law Firm, APC, and Schimel and Parks, APLC. The comedian was offered $500,000 as a talent fee, an offer the lawsuit claims was significantly less than those offered to men and white women of the same type of stand-up original specials. You don't have their juice though. Monique, I'm sorry. I just remember you from Precious, and all I remember from your stand-up is skinny bitches. So, and no, I'm one person, right? But like, as far as a comedian goes, you can't put yourself on the upper echelon with a Dave Chappelle or a Chris Rock or hell, even a Amy Schumer, because her main thing had been comedy. Even the movies that she was in, she was doing, well, quote unquote comedy. And she's not funny, but like a lot of, female talent, you get pushed because, hey, tender dicks are always someplace. The comedian was when the talent was a non-black woman, Netflix offered to pay and did pay astronomically more than it pays to black women, like it offered to Monique, the lawsuit said. So who else is riding with you? Because who riding with on this one? That's my question. In a statement did your NBC, like, seriously, get an editor. In a statement posted on Instagram, Monique said Thursday she had a choice to make. I could accept what I felt was pay discrimination, or I could stand up for those who came before me and those who will come after me. Oh, Lord, these white folks ain't want to give me more money. Wait, what? When the average American, present company included, will not make $500,000 in the course of the next 10 years, the fact that you, Monique, got that shot and you're sitting here crying and complaining about more does not elicit that much empathy or sympathy, because you had an opportunity to make $500,000 in one shot and said no. I choose to stand up, she said. A Netflix spokesperson did not immediately respond to NBC News' request for comment. They have previously declined to address Monique's complaints, saying Netflix does not comment on contract negotiations. Very professional. The suit said Netflix reportedly signed a $100 million deal in 2017 with comedian Jerry Seinfeld, who had one of the most successful television shows of all time. The Parkers was a spinoff of Moesha, right? Like, your claim to fame is a show that was a spinoff of Moesha. Like, yo, you rolled Brandy's coattails, fam. Fall back. It's also said Netflix reportedly signed a deal with comedian Dave Chappelle, with the legend, with the icon, okay? Dave Chappelle in 2016 for $60 million, in 2016 for 3 specials. Once again, the icon. As far as Jerry Seinfeld goes, Airplane Peanuts, that's his most famous bit. Everybody knows him for it. Dave Chappelle, Dave Chappelle is Dave Chappelle, okay? Like, as far as content and material, like, I got props for the doodle butter joke, and I got that from Dave Chappelle. That was on his, when he did the R. Kelly song, the Piss on You R. Kelly song. Yeah, he dumped a bucket of R. Kelly's doodle butter on a chick. So I was like, oh yeah, that's hilarious. And like, yo, like that, you ain't that. Chris Rock was reportedly offered a $40 million deal with Netflix in 2016 for 2 specials, the lawsuit said. And Chris Rock, once again, another legend. I cannot put Chris and Dave, like, it's like chocolate or peanut butter, man. It's good together. Who cares? And Ricky Gervais, who I don't get him either, but he's not from here, was reportedly offered $40 million for a 2-show deal around 2016. The lawsuit goes on to allege Netflix initially offered comedian Amy Schumer, who was coming off being like she was a flavor of the month for a while, $11 million in 2017 for an hour-long special that she was able to negotiate to increase to a $13 million offer over the offers made to Chappelle and Rock. Thus, Netflix reportedly offered or paid Rock, Chappelle, DeGeneres, and Gervais 40 times more per show than it offered Monique. And but you're not on their level. Even Ellen, is that DeGeneres? Ellen DeGeneres? You're not on their level. And it offered Schumer 26 times more per show than Monique, the lawsuit said. In short, the Netflix offer to Monique perpetuates the drastic wage gap forced upon black women in America's workforce. Word. The lawsuit claims that Netflix lacked diversity in its leadership and reportedly turned a blind eye or did not act quickly enough when a senior executive and an actor in a series used racist language. And the pettiness as well. Like, this is just petty. The filing claims Netflix board of directors has historically lacked a racial diversity and instead has been white only for years. For years, the board lacked even one black member, let alone a black female. In highlights in 2018 and 2019 respectively. Okay, so did black men and black women help found Netflix? Did they put any money in? Golly, you know what? I feel like this is running long. Yeah, I feel like this is running a little bit long, and I'm tired of hearing about her complaining when, seriously, most Americans, present company included, will not make $500,000 in the next 10 years. So you gonna sit here and cry and complain? Man, miss me. The only thing left to do is to shout out Diana Silva and Daniela Silva, my apologies, and Diana Dasrath, because that's not bad. They're definitely not that hard on the eyes, alright? So shout out to you ladies. Good job. But I can't finish your article because it's just this is so ridiculous and nonsensical. But yeah, there's this article that I came across, and I've been wondering, should I do the video on it? Because it says, oh, where are black men while these black women are being attacked? And I kind of want to do a response to it, and I might just, because this is the height of narcissism and arrogance. I'm sorry, you're out there, you're playing the game, and you're mad when you're gonna see a hell of a lot more. Oh, well, it's about what I'm worth, sweetheart. You've been getting overpaid this entire time. Sorry, Monique. You've been getting way overpaid this entire time. I literally, if you asked me, hey, would I rather take my car to get a mechanic, a free mechanic trip to the mechanic, or to go see a Monique show? Bruh, I'm going to go and get the car, the G-Rod taken care of. Why? Because there's no value. I know that's a terrible version of the $10 or WNBA ticket thing, but either ways, the same, like, there's no inherent value. Like, you're not a Dave Chappelle. You don't make us think like that. You don't make us think like Chris Rock. And no, you're not a blonde white woman. Like, oh my goodness. You know what? Tomorrow's going to be a fun day, because I'm going to knock out a ton of videos and point these things out to you guys. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. And you want to sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice, and ring the bell. Share, because sharing is caring, and YouTube and BitChute aren't the biggest fans. And speak. Let me know, what do you think in the comments? Like, sis, tap out, okay? Just like Byron Allen. Oh, I'm doing this for all the black people. Shut up. Shut up. No, you're not. You're selfish, and you're doing this for you. You're just trying to mask it. And it's disgusting, and it pisses me off. It really does. Because you're just like, oh yeah, well, shit, I can use black folks too. Nah, family. Nah, you on your own. Have fun. Fuck off.